Let me ask you something straight up. When's the last time you walked into a room and just felt it? That quiet, unshakable feeling that you belong there, that you're enough. If you can't remember the last time that happened, this video might change everything for you. What's up, guys? Welcome back. If you're new here, I talk about self-mastery, discipline, and what it actually takes to become the best version of yourself. No fluff, no theory, just real stuff that works. Today we're going deep on something I get asked about constantly. Does semen retention actually increase confidence? Not just I feel good today confidence, but that deep, bone level, I know who I am kind of confidence. And look, I know what some of you are thinking. Bro, this is just no-fap content with a fancy name. Stay with me, because what I experienced after practicing this for over a year completely rewired how I see myself and how I move through the world. I'm not here to sell you a program. I'm not here to hype you up with promises I can't keep. I'm here as a guy who used to feel flat, foggy, and honestly, kind of invisible. And I want to tell you what actually changed, why science thinks it might work, and what you need to watch out for. Because it's not all sunshine. Let's get into it. The first thing, understanding what confidence actually is. Before we talk about retention, we need to get real about confidence for a second. Most guys think confidence is something you perform. You speak louder, you dress better, you fake it till you make it. That's not confidence. That's a costume. Real confidence is internal alignment. It's when who you are on the inside matches how you show up on the outside. When you're not leaking energy trying to impress people. When your presence just lands. Now, here's where retention comes in. I remember when I first hit around the 7-day mark on my first real streak, I felt this subtle shift, like the volume on life got turned up slightly. Colors were a little sharper. I was a little quicker in conversations. I wasn't dragging myself to the gym. I wanted to be there. Here's what science says about that. A 2003 study published in the Journal of Zhejiang University found that testosterone levels spiked significantly around day 7 of abstinence. We're talking a 45% increase in serum testosterone. Now, that's not permanent, but it signals something important. Your body responds to retention. Higher testosterone links directly to drive, assertiveness, and that forward-leaning energy that people read as confidence. You're not faking it. Your body is literally producing the chemistry of a confident man. Number 2, the transmutation effect, what ancient wisdom already knew. Here's where it gets interesting. The Taoists called this energy Jing, your foundational life force. The ancient Indian practice of Brahmacharya treated semen as concentrated prana, vital energy, not something to be wasted, but something to be channeled. These weren't religious restrictions, they were performance upgrades. After about 45 days, I noticed something I didn't expect. I stopped caring what people thought of me, in this lightweight, effortless way. Not in a detached, cold way. I still cared about people, but the needy energy just dissolved. I stopped seeking validation in conversations. I stopped over-explaining myself. That's transmutation. When you stop releasing that energy constantly, it has nowhere to go but up, into your creativity, your focus, your presence. Ancient practitioners understood this before we had neuroscience to back it up. Number 3. Eye contact, voice, and presence. This one shocked me more than anything else. Around the 3-week mark, I was in a meeting at work, and someone looked at me while I was speaking. Really looked, and I didn't look away. I just held it, calmly. I wasn't trying to dominate. I just wasn't afraid anymore. My voice got steadier, too. Less upspeak at the ends of sentences, less "does that make sense?" after every idea. I started taking up the space that was already mine. And here's why I think that happens. When you're constantly draining your system through PMO or even just frequent release, there's a baseline low-grade shame running underneath everything. You might not even notice it consciously, but it shows up in the way you laugh a little too loud, in how you shrink when someone challenges you. Retention seems to lift that weight. Number 4, the dopamine reset, rebuilding your baseline. This might be the most scientifically solid part of the whole conversation. Pornography and frequent masturbation hammer your dopamine system. Your brain's reward pathways literally start requiring more stimulation to feel anything. And when your dopamine baseline is wrecked, everything in real life feels muted. Conversations, exercise, ambition, real connection with people. When you start retaining, you go through a withdrawal phase. I'll be honest about that in a second. But on the other side of that, your dopamine baseline resets. Food tastes better. Music hits different. A real conversation with a real person becomes genuinely engaging again. And when you're present and engaged in life, that is confidence. That's what people feel when they're around you. All right, I promised you the honest version. Here it is. The first 2 weeks can be rough. I'm not going to lie to you. Irritability, restless energy, brain fog in waves, and some nights you'll question the whole thing. That restless energy isn't a sign it's not working. It's actually the energy building up before it converts. Push through it. Retention alone won't fix your life. I see guys treat this like a magic bullet. They retain for 30 days and then wonder why they're still struggling. Retention is a multiplier, not a solution. If you're also sitting on the couch all day, not working on yourself, not building anything, you're just a celibate guy on the couch. Stack this with exercise, cold showers, meaningful work, and real-world social challenges. That's the full system. Watch out for the ego trap. Some guys get a streak going and turn into self-righteous weirdos about it. Don't do that. This practice is about becoming a better, more grounded man, not about having something to brag about. The flatline is real. Around week 2 to 3, many guys hit a flatline where they feel nothing. Zero motivation, zero libido, nothing. This is your nervous system recalibrating. It passes. Stay the course. Here's what actually helped me build my streak and keep it. Tip 1. Morning anchor. The moment you wake up, get out of bed immediately. Don't lie there scrolling. Morning is when urges are strongest and willpower is freshest. Use it. Tip 2. Cold showers. Non-negotiable. Cold water directly reduces the intensity of urges and builds the discipline muscle daily. 3 minutes minimum. Tip 3. Channel the energy physically. Lift weights. Run. Do something physical every single day, especially in the first 2 weeks. That built-up energy needs somewhere to go, or it will turn into frustration. Tip 4. Build a trigger map. Know your specific triggers. Boredom, loneliness at night, certain apps, certain content. Don't white-knuckle it. Remove the triggers before they activate. Tip 5. Stack it with purpose. Every time you feel the urge, redirect it into your craft, a business idea, your workout, a creative project. The Taoists weren't just abstaining, they were creating with that energy. Here's the truth that took me over a year to fully feel in my bones. Confidence isn't built by trying to be confident. It's built by becoming someone you genuinely respect. Someone with discipline. Someone who keeps promises to himself. Someone who doesn't outsource his peace to instant gratification. Every day you choose retention, you're sending yourself a signal. I am in control of myself. And that signal, stacked day after day, becomes the foundation that confidence grows from. You stop performing. You stop seeking. You just are. And people feel that. Women feel that. Men respect that. Rooms shift when you walk in. That's not hype. That's what's waiting on the other side of the discipline. So, where are you at right now? Drop your current streak in the comments below. Day 0, day 3, day 90. No judgment. This is a brotherhood. And if you've been struggling with this, tell me your biggest challenge. I read every single comment, and I want to help. If this video gave you something real, hit the like button. It takes 2 seconds, and it helps more men find this content who actually need it. Subscribe if you want more content like this. We go deep on discipline, mindset, and real masculine development every single week. And check the pinned comment. I left something there for you. See you in the next one. Stay locked in.